Welcome to the WD168. God gives us 168 hours every week. Count it, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is our take on this 168 from the Western Diocese. Summer officially comes to the Western Diocese and to the Northern Hemisphere this Sunday, June 20th, with the summer solstice. Of course, things are heating up throughout the world and especially in Armenia, with elections taking place on that same day. Our prayers are with our brothers and sisters and with all of us. The prayer of wisdom offered by Saint Nerses Shnorhali, wisdom of the Father Jesus, grant us the wisdom to think, speak, and do that which is good in your sight, and save us from evil thoughts, words, and deeds, seems to be a profound reminder of what is truly important. Here at the Western Diocese, Japanese Consul General, His Excellency Akira Muto, met with His Eminence Archbishop Hovnan Derderian, our primate. The Consul General was pleased to inform Srpazan that the Japanese government has allocated $3.6 million in humanitarian assistance through such international organizations as UNICEF, UNESCO, and the IOM to families who have been impacted as a result of the 44-day war in Artsakh last fall. Furthermore, a $700,000 grant has been allocated by the government of Japan to the Diocese of the Armenian Church in Davush for the construction of a youth center. Now, you will remember that back in September of 2019, the Western Diocese, the Consul General of Japan, co-organized a spirited celebration of friendship between the Armenian and Japanese communities. The standing room only audience was inspired by the cultural fusion and historic ties that were underlying the legacy of Diane ABCAR, reflecting on her symbolic life and her humanitarian aid during a perilous chapter in the Armenian history, as she provided emotional care and financial assistance for the Armenian genocide survivors who found refuge in Japan. The historic event was supported by the Little Tokyo Service Center, the Japanese American National Museum, and the Japanese American Cultural and Community Centers. Our primate just today returned from Mexico, geographically the southernmost part of the Western Diocese. This was Archbishop Derderian's first visit to the Mexican-Armenian community there since the pandemic, and it coincided with the arrival of the new ambassador of the Republic of Armenia, Her Excellency Armela Shakarian. Now, Srpazan has known the ambassador for several years in her diplomatic mission in Los Angeles. At a reception with prominent state and ecumenical dignitaries, Srpazan offered prayers and remarks, thanking God for the graces bestowed upon this historic day. And he said, the past year challenged us with the COVID-19 pandemic, and the whole world has entered into a new phase. He continued by saying, humanity's life has changed in many ways. People around the world have witnessed the countless hurdles. Our nation has suffered the devastation of war in Artsakh and the loss of thousands of young lives whose vision of freedom will never die in our spirituality. Among the dignitaries in attendance were the Nuncio Apostolico of the Roman Catholic Church and bishops and priests from the Anglican, Russian Orthodox churches, and the Holy Trinity Monastery in Mexico City. Now, closer to home, here at the Srpos-Revontians St. Leon Armenian Cathedral, acolytes were ordained this past Sunday during the celebration of the Divine Liturgy. Now, this comes as many of the activities geared for youth within our diocese are gearing up for the summer months. In particular, we have summer day camp programs at many of the churches, and of course, the Diocesan Summer Camp program, which is eager to once again open up this year after a hiatus last year caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Yes, young people from throughout the diocese look forward to their time at the beautiful summer camp, and last year left them all sad, as they anticipated an event which could not take place because of health concerns. We're pleased to announce that 3 weeks of camp will be taking place, and not only for the young aged, but also for the young at heart. There are staff positions open, and if you're interested in volunteering at this most special program in the life of the diocese, please check out the website. Deacons training will also take place at our campsite August 8th through 15th, with the programming for the novices as well as for the pros. Whether acolyte, altar server, deacon, or if you'd like to learn about the liturgical nuances of our church, the Deacons Training Program is for you. Adapting from the St. Nerses Armenian Seminary program of the same name, Father Gomidas Zorabian from the Fowler St. Gregory Church and Deacon Gevorkian from the Western Diocese Deacons Council will be presenting a program for spiritual growth for the young and old. Now, all of the information we spoke about is available on the website and our social media pages. Check them out. Well, that does it for this edition of the WD168. 168, that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 168 hours that God gives us to live, love, and serve. We look forward to seeing you in church, on the web, or of course next week as we look at that 168 from the WD.